All right, guys, here we go. In our ongoing series of shooting cheaper guns at 35 yards with basically bulk ammo. We're going to start off with the Federal Auto Match, CCI Blazer, Aguila Super Extra, Winchester Super X, and 5 rounds of Remington Golden Bullets. Today we're using Remington 597, and it's got a BSA. I've been knowing these with 9-power scopes on. This got a BSA 3-9 scope on. It's actually got front parallax. It's made in China scope, but actually it's not. I was looking through, not too bad of a scope for what it is. Right there. If you guys follow along, Chris Lang, that's what he shoots. He's got his Remington 597 all modified. So yeah, KY Rimfire, you follow him. He just took his out here the other day. I don't think he has his modified yet or anything like that. You can still get aftermarket bull barrels for these. You can get was it Volk Quartzen, and I think M Carbo does. You can do trigger jobs on them. Was the M Carbo? I think it was under a pound. I was watching a video on it, so I may do that. You can change out the hammer and the trigger spring. So that's thoughts are there. But I know Chris Lang, he does some pretty spectacular shots for his 597. I mean, he keeps up with all the the guys that have the the regular target rifles and stuff. So, and I've been kind of curious. So, but I want to take care of doing this first here with this 9-power on there. And then we may try to put something big honking scope on here. See what we can do afterwards. All right, guys, let's get started here. I got loaded over with 5 rounds of Federal Auto Match here. Let me say everything spotting scope. Okay, guys. Now the Remington 597 is no longer made. Just a little bit about the gun. They actually are a pretty decent gun. I'll put it that way. When they first came out, like a lot of new models, they had some problems. They had some issues with their plastic mags, and they switched over the metal mags. Kind of took care of that. They had also Remington come out with 30-round plastic magazine. It was what's the clear plastic called? I can't think right now. I'm having a brain fart. Now they didn't work very good. People complain about it right there. Pro Mag's got 22-round magazines that work fine. I have one, don't have it out here right now. I think Chris Lang uses one also. There's like 22 rounds, works great. And some of the earlier ones had problems with the extractor. I think you could get like a Volk Quartzen extractor and put it out. I've never had a moment's problem out of mine. Later models think were good. I think people were just hard, being Remington hard on Remington to begin with. This is a great rifle from what I've experienced. All right, guys, let's not yakking about. Let's go up here. A little windy today. That target kind of moves back and forth, but you have that. I don't think I got rack one in first. That'll help. Put it up, make sure. I didn't see where I hit unless I had to drop all the way down there. Jeez. I was just shooting bullseye here a minute ago. I can't believe it's shooting that far off right there. I just want to show you guys right here for a second. Could be Federal Auto Match right there. Now just let me focus here. The top row on the right there. You guys can see that. That's what I just shot just shot. And I said, okay, I'll come over here, I'll start the video. I come around and shoot that. Oh well. Let's load it with some I was really expecting better out of the automatic on this. I guess not. Get some laser out of here. It's a little breezy. I didn't look at my phone to see what the wind was, but yeah, it kind of comes and goes as usual. You'll have that. I think I've been having wind all the time I've been doing this, so some days worse than others. Okay. Maybe down here just a little bit. Okay. Second target over to the right there. See what she does. We got 3 in and 2 flying out to the right. Okay, let's go for the Aguila. Second here. I shot this gun much more. Might be shooting very good, but we may have to do some. Nah, take up waste right here. Going to shoot some CCI standard velocity, but yeah, I got to shoot long rifles. Challenge here a little bit. CCI standard, so I didn't bring enough out with me. We may try something else. Okay, third target over this Aguila. You guys been following along, you know. It looks like, for the most part, except for a couple rare instances, Gila's had to win. You know, I think I've had a good group with Blazer on one of the rifles, and I think I've had a good group with auto match one of the rifles. But more than times not, Aguila's either winning or it's right there with it, almost tied. Okay, you've got the Winchester Super X, 5 rounds. By the way, this rifle does have last round hold open also. It does feel like a nice adult size, you know, rifle. Okay, typical Winchester. Let's go with the 5 rounds of golden bolts now. I gotta say it before. I said before, I want to check the golden bolts out of the bucket here, which I'm shooting out of, and against the golden bolts and the 100-round plastic cases. I bet there's a difference. But the bucket of bolts is cheap. Last target there. All right, see what we got there. Now I'm gonna, let me see what I got here. I'm not normally doing this right here, but I posted a video this morning. And my buddy Jim, you'll see him in the comments all the time. He has a lot of the same guns I have. And he says, well, I'm testing these. Why don't I do some of the match ammo in with it? I said, well, and I haven't replied to him yet, but I didn't go to. But here's the gist of it. Match ammo, for any kind of good match ammo is so expensive. It comes to the point of diminishing returns, I guess, right there. Yes, it does. Any cheap rifles will never be a target rifle. Yeah, you might get a sub-MOA group, occasionally, but it's a rarity. Most times, with you can hope to, with the right ammo it likes, is get at 50 yards, get a 1-inch group, and it's around a little less, a little more. Wasting expensive match ammo is not always, for a little bit you're going to get out of it. How is, you're not going to get no one-hole groups. Put it that way. But for what the heck, I put in, just load up, this for you, Jim. I put in some, not the expensive stuff, but I put in some Elite Club here. And let's drop down the road there and we'll see what we got here on this. And no, I'm not, fouling the barrel with the gun or with the rounds or anything. Well, let's see what that Elite Club does right there. Now, that one above there, I think we already had that one right there. I forgot to look right there. But for the most part, I think we got at least 4 close to it right there. 2 touching the bullseye, maybe. I had to go back and look. I'm going to load up 5 rounds of, not that I think Elite Club's that great. It's okay, practice ammo. And I got 5 rounds of Elite Action, which I think even less of. Watch put them in one whole group. But I gotta get stuff shot up, right? Elite Action on this one right here. Okay, you see it there. What we got. And hang on, guys. I'm gonna do just for giggles here. And I'm not gonna get more expensive ammo shooting through right yet. Yeah, I'll put it that way. We're just testing out here. I will if I put a bigger scope on this gun right here. We're going to do some SK Standard Plus here. I'm going to put 5 rounds in here. Just to see. And my guess is it'll get the best group out of this stuff here of all that we've done here so far. So, let's see. See, third target over. Well, you can definitely see it's all pulling. They're all pulling off to the low right there. We're grouping a lot more better. A little more practice with that, I could do a lot more better job. I mean, of course, you did trigger job on this and better scope too. Let me pause you here. Alrighty, guys. Now there is how. Here's what we use right here. Tried the Ely Club also, the Ely Action. And the last was SK Plus. Like I say, this gun got a lot of flack when it first come out. I think undeserved, is mainly everybody jumping on the Remington bashing bandwagon. And I know they had some issues with their original plastic magazines, and they changed that to metal. I have no problems whatsoever. Never have had a problem with this thing. They had polycarbonate. They come out with a clear polycarbonate 30-round magazines, and they kind of suck. I got one of them. It sucks. But the Pro Mag's got a 22-round mag for it, and it works fine. And you'll see Chris Lang's what he uses. But it's a great full size feeling gun right there. Like I say, you can get the both M Carbo and Bull Quartz to make a trigger hammer upgrade on these, and you can get them underneath the pound according to M Carbo. You still get bull barrels. Bull Quartz made a bull barrel for it. They do runs of it, and what's the other one called? Jarvis, I think. Jarvis barrels, that's what it's called. Now up on top here, when I change this out right here, you do have some screws already drilled in here, like you want to put a. Take on it. Why didn't I look at that? Yeah, right now I'm using the dovetail grooves on here, but I dug through it and I just looked right at. I have a rail mount to go right on top of that part, like but I brought out one of the pinches on there, so I don't know why I did that. But I'm gonna change over this one here, and we're gonna try some longer range shots. All right, guys, let me know what you think about the Remington 597. We'll talk to you next time.